I brushed my hair and then I curled it. It's a special day. It's been a rough couple of days. It's been rough because there are two products that I was so excited about using and very disappointing. The reason why it's disappointing is because I'm working and then I look to the side at the mirror and what do I see? I see 3 whiteheads, 3 more on both sides of my cheeks and maybe 3 on the bottom of my chin. And yes, I get whiteheads, but in the course of 24 hours, just all together like that, very strange occurrence. I had to stop immediately because these were literally the only 2 things in my routine. So I was sent to Savior, so thank you so much, Earthwise, because you guys have saved my skin. And there are many products. This is the 3rd package that I have received, and each time I am always surprised by the quality of all their formulas. But never have I been so struck by a balm like the Tigress face balm. So let's look at some things on their website. Tigress. Vegan balm that is soft and melts instantly, non-comedogenic, with built-in acne controls. The benefit, so Akuba butter is the first ingredient that they list, and it says one of the first healing butters you have ever encountered, Amazonian Akuba, is as if medicinal herbs, hay, and nutmeg were combined and made into a butter. It is an herbal medicine closet, healing to acne and other microbial skin issues, eczema, and psoriasis. Very buttery. It melts right into your skin. And that's exactly the point of why this was developed in the first place. So it's a butter, and then it melts right in. This is the first balm that they came out with. And that's the one thing that I noticed about this that I have never really experienced with any other product. It was a texture. The only 2 things that I have been using in my routine is this guy right after I wash my face. This is their Black Locust Firming Concentrate. The color of this, I got a new camera. Can you tell that the quality is a tad bit better? So how do I do this? This is the color. It's a bit like an oil, but a tad bit lighter. I popped this on immediately after washing my face and then straight on to the Tigress face balm and then nothing else. It's really been healing my skin. You know, I should be what is that? What is it called? My brain. Purging. I should be purging because it's a new product and I've never used it before, but I'm not. And that's the point. Not every single new product causes purging. So why does that happen? Actually, let's look that up right now because I don't have the patience to wait for something to purge. And if you guys have a skin issue all of a sudden, you don't know what the hell is going on, stop using what you're using, and I highly recommend this balm to just get your skin balanced to a point where you don't need to worry about, I just can't imagine what would have happened if I used either of those 2 products any longer. I don't know which one it was. Please don't hate me, but I'm just being honest because this is basically my skincare diary and at least I know now. It's just, it took 2 days or so for me just because that's all I was using to realize that's what was happening. Anyways, purging, and no, not throwing up. Skin purging refers to a reaction to an active ingredient that is increasing skin cell turnover rate. A board-certified dermatologist tells Healthline as skin cell turnover speeds up, the skin starts shedding. I get it. I just have mixed feelings about it just because it is really, like, what if I had continued? What, like, when will I have had the whitehead stop. It was really, really extreme, to a point where, you know, it be coming in clusters and they all pop. It was just more than I could handle. So anyways, back to the benefits of the Tigress balm. It literally says face balm for acne prone skin. They have, in my opinion, kicked it out of the park. It is their best product. I also love, and just finished, I have a bunch of empties. I plan to do an empties video later on, but I just finished their marshmallow cleanser. All of their products are very effective, but they are gentle. So even if you're a new user, you will never rash out. And this is not what I would say for a lot of the companies that I use, especially with retinols. So it's for everyone. The price range is a little high, but not $300 high. This is at $100 and it's 30 milliliters. I see it lasting for 2 months or so, maybe a month, but just very, very helpful. So let's get into some of their other ingredients. The Kokum butter. This, I believe this is their first ingredient. Yes, it's interesting that they listed second. This hard, brittle, pale brown butter from India was a love at first sight to Ava, who's great and amazing, due to its Winds in Santa Fe scent. It is a unique light butter that is non-cosmetogenic, pore minimizing, astringent, and rich in vitamin E. Kokum butter comes from hard pressing mangosteen kernels. Interesting. It's very earthy, nutty, and medicinal, but in a very pleasant, calming way. I've never used a product with a base of butter, so that may be why this feels so different to me than anything I've ever used. And it doesn't cause any greasiness, it doesn't feel oily, it just sinks right in, but you don't need an oil on top. It does the job. I need to wash my face. This is getting so hot. And then let's put on the night routine so that you can really see how great this is. So depending on what type of makeup I have on that day, I use a different cleanser. Also, I would be using Earthwise if I had more of the marshmallow cleanser. I just don't have any more. So that is why. And this is because I do have makeup on today. I'm using PCA Skin. And it comes with this sponge that surprisingly lasts for a while, meaning it doesn't start smelling moldy, because I got some replacement sponges from Amazon and they got kind of moldy. The thing I do like about this is that it doesn't leave a damn mess. It just gets everything out, and the sink is not totally wrecked. So usually I have one feverish pimple coming in, and right now it's like inside my nose. And it's probably not something that will pop, but can you see why I use a sponge PCA for when I have makeup on? It just gets everything off, and it's the pigment bar one. It was recommended to me by someone on Instagram who loves it as well. I'm not sure if a bunch of my pigment is being affected, but it definitely gets my makeup off. And this sponge does an extra job. I don't really use it on my eyes. What I do use on my eyes is this. The reason why I don't use an oil cleanser before is because no matter what type of oil cleanser I use, I just end up with more white spots. And I don't know what the deal is, but I'm not into it. I mean, I would rather a whitehead over a pimple any day, but still, I don't like waking up to whiteheads. I just don't understand it, really. But yeah, much less of a mess. And I don't do this every day. Sometimes I will use something much gentler for the full face. I will be honest and say the last cleanser I finished is the Earthwise Marshmallow. So I'm kind of in a shifty phase where, and these are all unopened for the most part. And so the choice is not easy, and I have even more unopened ones. I know, my bathroom is kind of a mess. It's the one part of the apartment that I have not given any TLC to, but it will happen one day. It's just, do you see all of these marks from what I popped? I mean, they're very emphasized right now, but usually they're not as pronounced. I have nothing to say about how bad my face looks on the camera right now, but it is what it is. It really doesn't look as bad in the mirror behind it. Well, I guess there is a pimple there, but it doesn't really affect. I am not as affected anymore when my skin's not great. Maybe if I have like a huge scab, am I then really affected? But okay. So now, as you can see, we don't even need a towel. This is why I love the sponge. I really do particularly love the sponge from PCA. And I just leave it slanted like that. Wait, like, yeah, like that. So that it doesn't get all moldy. I try to make it so that the surfaces don't touch the rim too much. Oh yeah, the last one I did finish also too was the Truth Treatments. I'll do a review of that, but I'm gonna go ahead and say, didn't love it. Anyways, this is the Molly, and I just literally put it on my eyes. It's also the one spot I don't want drying out. And with mascara and all the makeup, it gets it off. What I also really don't like about some oil cleansers is that it makes my vision really foggy, and I get it because it's an oil. I prefer not to be left with my vision impaired. So yes, makeup is all gone. Quite effortlessly. I mean, no, it took a little while, but it's not like I was tugging or anything. So again, this also came in the Net-a-Porter Advent, and I'm really enjoying it. No towel, just gonna dry off. Okay, back to the room. Back to where we started. 3, 4, 5, 6, let's do that. So this might be a little bit thick looking for a first step, but it's a note. It immediately quenches the skin, and you'll see that it gives you an immediate glow. I'll go into what's inside the Black Lotus concentrate later, but it's I kind of knew from the start that I would love it. It feels like I'm getting a lot more nutrition than a regular hyaluronic or something. I do have an eye serum. I might as well open it and try it. Whatever it is. I know that Ava uses the eye serum. Let's use it, the Passion Eye Serum. She uses this all over her face, but I'm gonna use the Tigress. So this is the Passion Eye Serum. What is in this? This eye area oil serum improves skin hydration and elasticity with passion flower and amaranth oils, and discourages under eye circles and puffiness with green coffee and tamarind oils. So I don't really know how to use eye oils. I don't like know how many drops or anything to use. So it's like, what does it smell like? That's 2 drops. Oh. I don't know how to do this. Is this how you do it? I don't know how to do this. It looks kind of... Did I put on too much? I feel like this will last a really long time. This was just 2 drops. Is this too much? I don't think so. Also, she says she puts this on her whole face, like I said, so I guess it doesn't hurt to like spread around. I mean, it does give me a nice color on the around the eyes. Okay. Maybe like a quick little, I think. Okay. Last but not least, Tigress. So, let me take this much. A little bit here, a little bit there. And it just literally spreads. I might need a little more. No, I think I'm good. I just never have tried anything this healing. And again, like, this will never make me purge. I've never had a bunch of breakouts after using any new Earthwise product. You know? Quite interesting. I really enjoy everything from their brand. So that's it. Ready to go to bed. Probably gonna edit a little bit. I need to do some work tomorrow. So, or for a lot of the week. You know, it may seem like I just make videos, but I am a designer. And I do work. So my time is very valuable. And I just need to make sure I do the things I really want to do. Otherwise, I won't have any time to do anything. Okay, I feel like now my skin doesn't look as bad as it used to when I was in the bathroom. So embarrassing. This is the book I'm reading right now. David Sedaris' new book, The Best of Me. It goes, I believe that it was written before and he stuck it in, but it goes that there's a family in a neighborhood and they're very influential. Another family moves in and they start competing against one another. How much can they build? Who has more land? Things like that. Eventually, because they're neighbors, their houses start butting heads and they have no more space to build anything. Christmas time comes along and there's a beggar. And the first family that was there prior to the one that moved in, it rings on their doorbell first, and the dad walks out and he's really disgusted, and I don't know why, but he bites him and he wants the beggar to go away. And he goes and he looks and he sees the beggar going to the other door, and he's like, this family is gonna hate this as well. But what he sees is that the other family is handing the beggar $1 while their maid is taking a picture of it. So now the whole town is amazed and they're praising the other family, and the prior family is very upset. So now the following year, they know that they need to give this beggar stuff. So they start loading the beggar with things, giving him, you know, like cars, crazy things. And then he has a great idea one year and he says, hey, I'm gonna give him my twin sons. Like, no one's that generous. So then that happens. Then the other family gives him the daughter and things like that. And then the limbs start to go and the wife is left with no scalp, no boobs, one arm, one leg, things like that. They are completely demolished at the end. I'm gonna say I don't know what the premise exactly of that story is or what the lesson is. I mean, it is that, you know, competing for no reason will kill you at the end. I don't know, but very morbid. Have a good night.